Hey gang, Michael Daniels here. Many of you have been asking how to set up a traditional event, as well as hangouts from the YouTube side and how to pull those in and put those into the traditional event. And then I'm also throw a little bonus footage in here for how to copy tags from the last video if you're doing the same thing all the time. Check this out. Okay, so you see here, I have my game show hangouts. I'm going to do my game show hangouts and just kind of walk you through the process. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to create an event from it within the community. Okay, this is in a community, a Google Plus community. You can also, this is how I'm going to do it, and I have a button over here that I'm going to create the event. But you can also do this in creating an event. If I click here, it'll open up the if I don't want to do it within the community, I can do the same thing, and you can see it opened in a new tab. Right over here I have creating an event. So I can do that as well. But we're not going to do that. I just wanted to show you that you could do it that way. So I'm going to create my event. And what I like to do too is, there it is. There's the start of it right there. Similar process to what you do in a SHOAE. I'm going to open up two versions of YouTube, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. And I have it on a tab right here. It takes me directly to my YouTube video. So I'm going to click that, open in a new tab. I'm holding down Control to open it in a new tab so it doesn't overwrite the one that I just opened. And I do the same thing again, do it so I have two of them. Okay, now I have two YouTube videos, and I'm going to put them in between the actual game show that I'm looking for. Now, okay, I'm going to open past show right here, click edit. Okay, so that way I get all the information that I have from before with the details and the name of the hangout and all of my tags that I have in there. So over on this one, the other YouTube video, as I swap over here, I'm going to go to live events because I'm going to create a live event that's going to be coming for the next show. So I click the button up here. I'll widen this out a little bit so you can see it, and go to new live event. So now it looks just like the one that I have over here on YouTube of my event. I'm going to just copy, and then I'm going to paste over in the other event the title. Here is where I change it to how I keep up with what episode is what. Episode 35. I'm going to look and see when Friday is, because that's when our show is, Friday the 6th. It's a 10 p.m. show. If I start typing 10, puts in 10 p.m. So I'm going to make sure and change this date up here so I have it right. So I'm going to do 3/6. There we go. Replaces that. Go back over to my other YouTube video. Get all of this data here. Oops. Didn't want to go down that far. I'm going to highlight all of this. Boom. Control-C copy. Come over to the other event, Control-V paste. Keep all the stuff from down below because that's all good stuff. But what I want to get is all these tags, because I have all these tags referring to game show and all this kind of stuff. And you can't copy and paste. I can't drag and copy. It won't do anything. I'm trying to drag it right now. So what you do is you do Control-A, which selects all. Then I do Control-C to copy that. You can't see any of that happening. But if I go over to the other event, and I go to these tags and I press Control-V to paste it, all of them come over. Really cool trick I learned. I want this to be a public event so I can share it with everyone, and I always want to do quick. And that's it on this end. I'm not going to create it yet because I don't want to put it out there until I'm ready with the other part of the event. So, all that being said, okay, so now I'm going to highlight the title in this one, Control-C to copy, and then go over to the event title and Control-V to paste. Okay. Now in my event, I have to change this as well. I have to change the date here. So obviously we're going to make it Friday the 6th. Make sure it matches. This one you can't enter in 10. You have to go down to it and select it. So I enter in 10. So I want to copy into the details section that same thing. So I go over to this, and I'm going to do Control-A, Control-C to copy. Go back over to the game show hangout, go into the details section, Control V, and it pastes it in there, so I have all of that stuff in there. So all I have to do is fill in the people that are going to be in the show right in this section right here. Once I have the guests entered in there, now I'm going to go get the banner, the top banner part. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to change the theme. I'm going to upload my own. So I'm going to go down here to upload. Just click in the middle there somewhere. It opens up. It automatically adds it right up there. So now I have my banner, I have my Hangout, name, date, time, all the details in the right section. Now the last thing I have, and I'm sharing it with Game Show Hangouts community, because that's where I started it, so it automatically puts that. I have a Game Show circle that I put in there, and then also I want to share it with the public, so that way I can, if I want to, I can do comment tracker. Even though I normally don't do that, I'm ready to go. So this is ready to go. I'm ready to rock it out. Before I do that though, I want to get over here and add these names in here. If you remember, I didn't put any names, and you can't put a link in here, so I have to enter these names in manually. So I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've entered those names in there, now I'm good to go. Now I can create the event. So I'm going to click Create Event. Now it shows up in my live events. There we go. Plusword episode 35 Hangout. Okay. So I'm going to right click that title. I'm going to copy link address, go back over into the Game Show Hangouts, because now I want to do a little trick here. This is how I get my Hangout into my event. Event options, I click on the down arrow. I go to the word advanced. Then I want to show more options. And when I do this, I have a check mark there, but if I look down here now I have an option for a YouTube URL. So I'm going to paste that one that I just copied. Has to be a YouTube URL right here. Now my video will show up inside there. So I've got the Game Show community, Game Show circle, all of the people that I invited, and then the public. So I have all them there. I'm going to click invite. And once I've done that, it goes and it creates the event with the video in there. That is how you do a traditional event. And you may ask yourself, why would you do this over a scheduled Hangout on Air event? So I'm going to show you. Over here, you click the Hangout button. And I can go to Start a Hangout on Air. And I can do all this, etc., and that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to do one just as a test. So now, true, the video is there, the YouTube video. If there's any problems that happen with your video at all, you cannot change this. It is kind of cool that you can add a trailer. You don't have to worry about the apps if you left them on from the last time you used it. You have to make sure and turn them off. If you forget and you start your HOA the day of and you have one of those on, you're going to get that. So this is one of the reasons why I don't do it. And if you notice, there's no banner yet. I did everything all at once. It was just easier for me to do it that way. So that's why I do it the traditional way. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to leave comments down below. And also be sure and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, folks.